I was the only bidder on this repossessed Corvette, which made it the cheapest clean-titled C7 Stingray sale at auction in recent history. And at a little over 20 grand, that's exactly how I felt when I snagged this vet. It was listed as a runner and a driver, and even though it had a check engine light on the dash, I figured if it showed up in ratty shape, I could still enjoy it a good bit until I got the time to fix it up. And that idea of enjoying it went right out the window the instant the delivery driver started it up.
Let's hear what it sounds like.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh. That sounds awful.
Yeah,
so someone just cut the cats off.
It
sounded like an old pickup truck with a massive exhaust leak. Just driving it a few miles home was miserable. In here legitimately hurts my ears. Right now I'm at a stoplight. I notice I'm already yelling. All right, here we go. Normal acceleration from a stoplight. Now look, here's a little extra throttle, like I'm gonna pass somebody. Watch this. All right, a Mustang just passed me. I'm gonna give it even more throttle. Here we go. I will tell you, it runs okay, even though it's got a check engine light on the dash. I can tell you, I get just as much joy out of a nice front-engine Corvette. They sound great, are pretty darn fast, tend to be pretty reliable, and don't cost a fortune to maintain. With just a fresh coat of paint and a little bit of elbow grease, we'll be able to breathe a well-deserved new life into this Corvette, and at the same time, it'll give us the opportunity to upgrade some of the parts that are in disrepair. Here, you look there, we could see where they hacked off these catalytic converters. Again, considering that this was a repossessed car, originally I just figured someone with not very good taste decided to cut those off in order to make some more noise, as they also did likely with the mufflers, because this thing is ungodly loud. Yep, see there's no mufflers here. But what's the chance that maybe they cut the cats off because they knew the car was going to get repossessed and they just wanted a little bit of money out of them? I don't know. It's a possibility, although it looks like a professional shop did go and just weld some straight pipe in there. So this thing is straight piped all the way back. We definitely have to change that. But something else I noticed when I was just looking back here, do you guys see these up here? This car must have come with the option MPP exhaust. It's like Chevrolet's performance exhaust, and it's one of the best options you can get on this Corvette. But none of that really matters now because they ruined it. And if you take a look at this, we got a nice little zip tie holding together a cracked bumper here. I'm hopeful that this can be repaired because finding these new is near impossible, and finding them used very costly. So looks like everything is here. Doesn't look like there's any chunks missing out of it. It's just been broken. And then when we get that exhaust sorted, of course, we'll go and get this all straightened up. All right, let's inspect the condition of this oil because God knows how long it's actually been in this car. Oh, beautiful. We got a slick replacement for this really hacked up exhaust. As we're taking it apart, we're finding more stuff hacked up. First off, they went and they cut the secondary cats out of the mid pipe here, and they just welded it all together. When they did that, they put these clamps on and then welded the clamps in place. So we're gonna have to just cut these pipes off to get the thing out. We've got a little break in this hanger back here. That's why the exhaust looks so funny from the rear. Once we cut it all apart, yank it out, we'll have a much better sounding car. Oh, look, they're slipping right out. Boom, that'll come right out. It's really unfortunate that they hacked up this factory exhaust. These can actually sell for really decent money in used condition. And you can see where a shop just cut off anything that resonated the exhaust and replaced it with pieces of straight pipe. It was genuinely a straight piped exhaust. Now a lot of people think that straight piped is good and sounds the best, and on camera it can sound fun, but in person it's generally miserable. Mufflers serve an important purpose and are tuned to produce a good noise. Sure, some cars might have too conservative a sound from the factory, and I'm all about something that's a bit louder, but I still wanted to have a nice sound. Enter ARMYTRIX, my solution to pretty much every hacked up exhaust mess I get. We've installed countless amounts of ARMYTRIX systems on my cars, and for a good reason. They're valved, which means you can have a nice, quiet, almost stock-like sound when you want, but when you open these valves up, your car becomes a whole different animal. These valves are controlled wirelessly, so they can be opened and closed on the fly, and since it comes through a finely tuned muffler, it sounds good no matter what mode you're in. Not to mention, the fit and finish is like jewelry. Install was very straightforward since it just bolts up right to the factory points, and wait till you hear this thing. Done this time. All we got to do now is take this for a ride, but of course, you know, with all the working on it and leaving the doors and the back hatch open, the battery's dead, so we'll pull it out really quick. We're gonna get it charged and hit the road. Thank each and every one of you enough for tuning in today. I'll catch you very soon.